Hello and welcome back to It's All the Junior Adventures. In the last episode, we started Freddi Fish 2, The Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse. And in this episode, we're going to continue on looking for parts of our trap. We helped Casey in the last episode. Let's see what lies beyond this screen. We've got a new character, it looks like.
Hi, Tucker Turtle.
His name is Tucker Turtle.
No matter where I go, I'm always home in my shell. I just can't imagine what it's like not to have a shell.
My, Tucker, your shell certainly is shiny today.
That's 'cause I just got it waxed. Do you know where I could get some shell cleaner?
Probably at a shell cleaner store.
There's nothing like the smell of a brand new shell. I'm the fastest turtle around.
How do you know that, Tucker?
Do you see any other turtles?
Turtles are actually pretty fast when they're in the water. It's when they're on land that they're slow.
I'm the fastest turtle around.
Tucker is not going to help us at all in this version of the adventure, but let's remember that he's here for later. Also, he has a song.
Well, my name is Tucker Turtle, and I'm here to say some of us were just born this way. I don't know why you look like you do, but that's okay. Somebody has to.
That's a cute little one. Let's keep going. This is like Herman, where sometimes he helps and sometimes he doesn't. But he's always there. And we have the return of...
There's a purple sea urchin. Let's take it with us.
the purple sea urchins, the currency of the underwater world. Now, we've got a puzzle up here. It's a sliding puzzle. I'm not going to do it. I hate sliding puzzles. I'm not going to do a bonus video of this one either because it's just a sliding puzzle. There's really no need. But, yeah, we're not doing this. Sorry. This is like the bane of my existence. If anybody would like to do it themselves, you're going to have to get the game. Ooh, look what we have here.
Chocolate-covered worm doodles, my favorite. Luther, no! You'll get hooked. Huh? Hooked on junk food? No, I mean there's a fishing hook stuck into that worm doodle. Freddi, you saved my life. What could I ever do to repay you? Stop overacting.
I did not understand that double entendre when I was a kid.
What we need here is some sharp thinking. Okay, Freddi, I get the point. No, Luther, that's exactly what you don't want to get. It would be great to get that worm doodle, but we don't want to get caught on the hook.
Why do we want the worm doodle again?
If we use our fins to take the worm doodle off the fishing hook, we could get hurt. We'll have to use our noodles if we want to get that doodle. If we use our fins to take the worm...
Alright, well, let's use some sharp thinking and cut the fishing line.
If we use our fins to take the worm...
No.
I'll bet these scissors will do the trick.
There we go.
Great! Luther, we need to save the rest for later. I guess you're right, Freddi.
Who knows where the actual fishing hook went? Dangerous to other fishes. Who's that in there? Nobody important, I guess. Uh-oh. I suppose it's a clam, or an oyster, or somebody. No, I think that's a giant clam. Nothing else to do over here. We've got what we needed. I do believe that is the end of this area. We're gonna have to go back to the crossroads if we want to do anything else. But excuse me. But we got some very important things. We got the slingshot, we got a purple sea urchin, and we got the worm doodle. Unlike the first Freddi Fish, I don't believe this game gives you items that you're not going to need to use. So everything we've got are things that we're going to need for one puzzle or another. Let's go this way. To the submarine. Is that one of the things we needed?
This diving helmet will be great for our trap. Ugh. Luther. How about giving me a hand?
I really appreciate the great job you're doing.
There.
No, Luther. This helmet is snagged on the kelp. Help me break it loose.
Oops. Silly me. Whew. How are we gonna get the helmet for our trap?
I'm sure there's a way. We just have to think of it.
Well, this one's easy. This is the easiest trap piece in the whole game, in fact.
Don't we need to get this helmet for our trap?
Yes, we just need a way to free it from the kelp.
Poor Luther. That happens a lot.
Sorry, Freddy. I guess the strongest thing about me today is my breath.
Don't feel bad, Luther. We'll find a way to get this helmet loose.
It's not like Freddy could do it either.
Wouldn't it be easier to get something else for the trap?
No, we have to have this helmet. If only we can think of a way to get it.
Luther kind of makes a good point there. No one says we have to have this helmet.
Don't we need to get this helmet for our trap?
Alright, we're repeating now. It's really very simple. In fact, we just solved a puzzle like this.
Here, Luther.
Snip ahoy, Captain! It's loose!
We need to get 4 more things to make our trap.
Alright, we've got our first thing. And now we click. Let's see what else we can get around here. Well, I see one thing already.
Look, it's a purple sea urchin, Luther.
There's a very obvious submarine down there, but before we go down there, let's go to the less obvious hole. And look who we've got.
Nobody but nobody gets past Eddie the Eel. I'm in a bad mood 'cause I missed lunch, and you ain't improving things any. Better skedaddle or I might just eat you and toss down your little green pal for dessert.
Well, that doesn't sound good, but he's got something we need.
You're not giving me much of a choice here. Looks like I'm gonna have to zap ya.
Poor Eddie is not any friendlier than he was last time, nor is he any less hungry.
I've had all I can take of you guys. It's fish zapping time.
Still, he does say that he'll zap them, and he never does. More bark than bite, I suppose.
Nobody gets past Eddie the Eel, not even in my famished condition. I've had all I can take of you.
Right, but we do need your life preserver.
Look, it's the life preserver that we need for our trap.
Beat it, or I might forget myself and eat you guys.
Sir, we really need that life preserver.
It's not mine, but you still can't get past me.
But Mr. Eddie the Eel, sir, without that life preserver, we can't build our trap.
Aw, you're breaking my heart. Now scram!
Hey, I'm real good at scramming. You wanna see?
Luther? We didn't mean to bother you, sir.
Beat it, or I might forget myself and eat you guys.
What's with the sir? You know him.
The longer you guys hang around, the more you're starting to look like lunch.
That's funny. I always thought I looked a little more like breakfast.
My hunger must be playing tricks with my eyes. Are you kids still here?
Nope, this isn't really us. It may look like us, but it isn't. Really.
Unlike the first game, I don't believe there's any hidden scenes where Freddy feeds Luther to Eddie the Eel.
But Mr. Eddie the Eel, sir, without that life preserver...
Alright. we've got a song for Eddie the Eel.
I'm always charged up with electricity. I light up big sparks, it's so easy for me. So don't you come around here, shut your eyes with a snap, unless you want to see that big Eddie zap.
Freddi and Luther seem happy enough to hang out with Eddie the Eel when he's singing, but we just got a snack.
Here's your chance to do a good deed and feed a hungry fellow sea creature.
You mean give up my worm doodle? My very favorite thing in the whole wide world?
Come on, Luther. Do it for Eddie. And for the life preserver.
Ah, well, my duty is clear.
Wow! I'm getting a major league sugar rush. See you guys later.
Luther, that was very noble. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I do noble pretty well, don't I?
And now we've got the life preserver.
This life preserver is just what we need to build our trap. We need 3 more things to make our ghost trap.
We've been doing very well for ourselves this episode, but we're not done yet. Let's go down to the submarine and get yet another thing that we need. We've got a flounder here. Lots of characters in this game.
Ahoy, Captain Schnitzel. How's the submarine?
Going nowhere fast, but that's okay. It gives me time to sing my Z ditties. A fish is a creature that lives in the sea. It's charming and handsome.
Exactly like me.
Hey, nanny, nanny, and a ha-cha-cha.
Hey, nanny, nanny, and a ha-cha-cha.
Yep, Captain Schnitzel sings. And up here, we've got the rope that we need.
May we have that rope for our trap, Captain Schnitzel?
Yeah, you can take it if you can untie it. Even I have never been able to untie that verschlungene knot.
So that's what that word is. Alright, well, let's get to untying.
We're not having much luck at this, are we?
Let's try it again.
Whoops. Gosh. Whoops. Jeepers. Oops.
Alright, well, just poking at it isn't going to do us any good. But we have a book of knots. Alright, here we have the square knot. We got 1,
Now we're getting somewhere.
2,
Keep going like this and the rope will be untied in no time.
3,
Wow!
and 4.
Yay!
Now we have the rope we need for our trap. 2 more things and we'll have everything we need to build our ghost trap.
I don't know if you can solve that without the book. I've never tried. But yeah, just this episode, we've gotten 3 things that we need. And here's the submarine. Very high tech.
Look on the captain! Full speed ahead! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Luther, are you okay?
I'll be okay. Just feeling a little buggy right now.
Luther, I think you've hit on something.
Yes, unfortunately it was something very hard.
No. That wheel will be perfect for our trap. Luther, we'll need to find a way to loosen this bolt so we can get the wheel.
Pretty much most of if not all the puzzles in this game are single-step puzzles. Technically multi-step if you count having to go find an item, but they're really not that hard to figure out.
Freddi, how do you think we should unfasten the wheel?
That's a real good question.
Oh, Freddi.
We really need that wheel or else we can't complete our trap.
Maybe if you wait for the bolt to rust out, the wheel will just fall off by itself.
I think we need a slightly more immediate solution.
Freddy, how do you think we should unfasten the wheel?
That's a real good question.
Alright, alright. We have what we need. It was in the schoolhouse, even.
Try this, Luther.
Whoa!
We did it! There's only one more thing we need to build our trap.
Guess we don't need that wrench anymore. Well, let's head out.
Yes, Grandfather. We know you never had a toy in your whole life, but
we can't get you any until the kids are out of the classroom. Well, the kids haven't left yet because of that Freddy fish. Yes, Squidfather. No more excuses. We'll do what we gotta do.
boss, just what do we gotta do, huh?
We gotta get rid of those kids.
Don't understand why those guys are hanging around the Squid Father anyway. Well, let's go. How do I get out of here? There we go. We've only got one more thing left to find. That's been happening in very quick succession. We don't even need to go to both of the places that we have left on the map. Well, let me see. What do we still have left?
These are the things
Ah,
we
the
need to...
pulley. So I guess we probably do have to go to both places. Let's start by going here. There's something we need.
See an urchin pick it up, and all the day you'll have good luck.
So does that mean that the value of a purple sea urchin is about the value of a penny? Probably not, seeing as, well, I was gonna say you can buy things with them. You can't really buy things with pennies, but that's in the human world. Aha, we've got ourselves a little bit of a mini game here.
Gee, I don't think I can jump that far.
Me neither.
Very cute. Well, we have to find the correct path, otherwise we can't cross. One pull at a time, and we'll make it to the other side.
Hooray! We made it to the other side!
Just in time to meet a new character. After we click, of course. I will admit, the click points in Freddi Fish are not necessarily my favorite. A lot of them tend to be kind of similar. Not all of them, there's certainly some good ones. Who might you be?
Hi, Mr. Triple Fin.
Hey, kids, how do you tell how much a fish weighs?
You pick it up?
No, you look at its scales.
Very funny.
Oh, we've got a pun master here.
What did the teacher say to the noisy shell?
Is this a trick question?
Clam up! What do fish use for money?
I think I know this one.
Sand dollars!
I thought so.
Say, are you kids collecting for something?
No, but don't let that stop you from making a generous donation.
Luther!
One-track mind, Luther.
How do seahorses run?
How?
They scallop.
Uh-oh. I get it.
Hear about the fish that was caught by the crab?
No.
It was really in a pinch. What do you call a shark with no teeth?
Toothless?
No, you call it anything you want. Hey, looky there. Isn't that the Squid Father?
Where? Where?
Yeah, made you look. Here's a riddle. What is it you brush your teeth with and sit on?
Gee, I don't know. What is it that you brush your teeth with and sit on?
A toothbrush and a chair. Why doesn't an octopus jog?
Why?
It has to tie 4 pairs of shoes. Is something I can do for you kids?
Not at the moment. Is there anything we can do for you, sir?
Yeah, nothing I can think of, but thanks for asking.
Well, you could sit here talking to this guy about jokes for a while, and we might be here doing that.
What did the fish yell when it got tangled in the seaweed?
Nothing comes to mind.
Kelp! Kelp!
That's funny.
Come on, Mr. Triplefin, you're putting us over time here.
What kind of instrument does a fish play?
I give up.
The bassoon! Unless it's out of tuna.
That's a bad one, Mr. Triplefin.
That one made me chuckle a little bit.
What kind of fish live in Hollywood?
Beats me.
Starfish! Why did the salmon swim upstream?
To get to the other side?
No, it wasn't aware of the current situation. Get it? Current situation? Why are fish so smart?
I don't know.
They swim in schools.
It's an endless fountain. I can't believe there's still more.
What do you call a fish that chews with its mouth open?
What?
Seafood.
That's not very polite.
How does an octopus do the hokey pokey?
I don't know. How?
He puts his right arm in. What kind of instrument does a fish
Oh, we're
play?
finally
I give up.
looping.
The bat.
Well, let's listen to a song, and then I think I'm going to call the episode. We might be a little over time now.
Sitting on my porch, well, nothing could be finer. Except maybe eating at Eddie's all-you-can-eat diner. The food there's healthy and it tastes good to me. You know, I only wish that it could be free.
Eddie, huh? Would that be our friend Eddie the Eel? Is that what he does for a living? Anyway, I think we're done for now. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play, or excuse me, of It's All the Junior Adventures. I'm still doing that. And hopefully in the next episode, you'll join me to finish our trap. I just completely mixed up that ending there. I got a little bit thrown off track. Whatever. See you next episode. Bye-bye.